What to Watch Live, and a special hello to folks joining us on Twitter. This is your weekly dose of entertainment recommendations from Xfinity editors. I'm Rose, the kids and music editor, taking over the hosting responsibilities this week in honor of Kids Week. We'll get more into that later.
Dun, 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 dun.
But if you can't wait,
yay!
Yay! But if you can't wait, just say Kids Week into your X1 voice remote to find out more. But to set up my introduction of my fellow editors joining me this week, I asked them this question before the show. What's your favorite food that you can eat every day for the rest of your life? So with that in mind, joining me today is Gordon, who could eat chicken Caesar salad every day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's because you said it had to be something I would eat, the only thing I could eat. Because, you know, if it was just something I'd eat every day, then it would be like, donuts.
Right.
I need something healthy. I can't exist on donuts as much as I would love to exist on donuts. So I went with chicken Caesar salad. It's healthy-ish. If you get like a light Caesar dressing or on the side and you dip it in. So I'm thinking I'm thinking long term with that decision. So
Chicken. This is something you have to eat every day for the rest of your life.
Yes.
So
look at me.
I love that.
A real live adult.
Wait, are you dipping your individual lettuce leaves into dressing on the side?
Yeah, I'm not a monster.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that about you,
Yeah.
Gordon.
I'm
With your
playing the long
pinky up?
game.
With your
With
pinky up?
my fork and my, imagine this pencil, it's a fork, like something like that. Because I'm classy.
So classy.
Yeah, you
Okay.
are.
Right?
I'm learning a lot about you with this question. Then there's Liz. She told me she could eat pizza every day, all day. That would be her food, right?
Yes, and very similar to Gordon in terms of reasoning is because I could put toppings on that. I could make it a breakfast pizza, throw some bacon and eggs on it. I could make it a lunch pizza. I could make it a dinner pizza. People put pasta on their pizza. So I thought, here's a great way for me to be able to pinkies up, eat my pizza, have my veggies, and live awesomely on pizza for the rest of my life.
I'm changing my vote. I'm changing my vote. I'm going to hang out with Liz.
Okay.
Breakfast
That's going to
good.
come in handy for like a theme for this show.
Sure.
And then Audrey, who surprisingly went like a completely different way. It's not like a food, it's like an ingredient. She could eat chickpeas every day for the rest of her life.
Fact, yes. Because I know when you're looking at me like, chickpeas? Garbanzo beans? Really? Yes, because think of all the things you can make with them. Hummus, which like is my favorite. Who doesn't love hummus? And then you can add tons of things to that and make all flavors. Falafel. Love a falafel.
Oh, I didn't know that was made from chickpeas.
Yeah.
Gordon's
You
face.
can wait, you can use I'm not done here. You can use the chickpea juice in the can. It's called aquafaba, and you whip it up with like a blender and it turns into egg whites. Well, like a fake egg white that vegans use. So you could make yourself like a chickpea water omelet with veggies. You can use chickpea flour to make baked goods. And my favorite sandwich is like a fake chicken salad, and I use chickpeas for that. So really, guys, like it's limitless what you can do with a teeny tiny little chickpea.
I'm really excited about the aquafaba. I actually did not know it had a name, but I'm very excited about it because you can also make like chickpeas into dessert too, like a chocolate thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gordon, no, don't make that face.
You can
Gordon,
turn
hang
chickpeas
out.
into chocolate.
No, hang out
Yes.
with Liz. We're not cooking. We're just ordering, and it's just going to get delivered. That's a lot of work, Audrey. I love that.
Aquafaba.
Making a dessert, aquafaba. I love
like the
it.
science experiment that's going on at Audrey's place. It's admirable, but bring me my breakfast pizza.
It will get messy. You are right.
But no, it's still good. But you guys, this is the show. These are the editors, and with this in mind, we're gonna stick with this food theme, and we're gonna kick the show off with a poll about food. Let's pop up this poll here. So the question is, the question is pineapple on pizza. Is it yay or is it no way? So audiences at home, grab your X1 remote for this one, vote, And Twitterverse, you can vote by texting. What is it? Texting on Twitter? Hashtag
Tweeting.
pineapple yay or pineapple no way. You can tweet that out. Again, for the folks on Twitter, hashtag pineapple yay or hashtag pineapple no way. Here you go. That's it. And
look at that visual.
Ooh, I'm so excited about the results that are coming in. While everyone's voting, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with the show? Why are we talking about food? I thought this was like TV and movie recommendations. Vote now and stay tuned. It will all make sense later. Alex Trebek hosted the still iconic game show Jeopardy for 36 years, and his passing, may he rest in peace, left an enormous void. While producers of the show search for a permanent replacement, there have been a string of guest hosts from Ken Jennings, who holds the longest winning streak on Jeopardy with 74 wins in a row, to Anderson Cooper and Mayim Bialik to LeVar Burton. It has been reported that producers are narrowing down their search to Mike Richards, the executive producer of Jeopardy. While doing my research, he's actually hosted game shows before, including Beauty and the Geek. And I remember the show from, I think, the CW, and I loved it, and The Pyramid. Now, the front runner is not without some controversy either, having to do with his time as executive producer on The Price is Right, which he has addressed. But, you know, doing my research, I admit I haven't been following the Jeopardy host situation that closely. I know, Liz, have you been following? Yay, nay?
No,
not so much?
No, I have to. Sorry. I mean, I've watched Jeopardy, but not really following. No.
Yeah, so I know they were searching for a host, but I know Gordon and Audrey, when we were talking about it prior to the show, they have strong feelings about it. So the two of you, can you school us on what's happening?
Yes. Audrey, would you like to go first?
Yes, we can. Sure. So just a little background about my love of Jeopardy is that we schedule my daughter's bedtime around being able to watch Jeopardy. So like she used to go to bed at 6:30, and then when we had to push it back a little bit, 7 was not an option because that's when Jeopardy's on. So we had to like bump it to 7:30. Like, I'm not kidding. Me and my husband are huge Jeopardy freaks. So yes, like you said, Alex passing was like devastating to us. Wondered if the show was just going to stop altogether, like who possibly could carry on this torch, and have watched almost all of the guest hosts. So I have very strong feelings about who I think would be the best. I have a top 5 if Gordon would like to compare notes with me. But Mike Richards is not my number 1, I will say. Gordon, what is your thought?
Well, similarly, my wife and I, the baby goes to bed around the same time, but we just DVR it. So once she goes to sleep, we make dinner, get the TV trays, and watch a DVR'd episode of Jeopardy. And we were, of course, huge Alex Trebek fans, as most people were. He did such a fantastic job. So we have watched. We're actually a little behind. So I believe Joe Buck, the sports announcer, started yesterday. We have not seen any of his. But I as well have very strong opinions on what I want from a Jeopardy host and who I think has been accomplishing that. Would you like me to do mine first?
Yeah, go.
All right. So again, when I watch the match game, I want the host to be funny. When I watch the Wheel of Fortune or anything like that, I like a host with personality. For Jeopardy, I want a host who gets down to business and has a good cadence for the questions. When the game kind of like can stutter and stop based on them saying correct or things along those lines. I want somebody who can keep the game on track. I don't necessarily want a big, huge personality. And it helps somebody who has some kind of believability in that role as being, someone who's really intelligent. So as far as who I've liked so far, I admit I liked Mike Richards. I think it was actually a fluke that he hosted. I think somebody else backed out and he had to step in, and he had that background in that. Aaron Rodgers, weirdly enough, quarterback. I didn't expect to like him. I thought he did a good job. Mayim Bialik, I thought, did a fantastic job. Robin Roberts did a really good job. Bill Whitaker from 60 Minutes might be the epitome of what I want from a Jeopardy host. Like I said, like just get down to business, have a good cadence. In the beginning when they introduce the contestants and they say their name and the camera's on them, and sometimes they'll just like, all I want to wave. I don't want someone to be like, hey, I'm on this is Jeopardy. All right. This is a serious, I watch this show to feel stupid. I don't need someone smarter than me being like, hey. So I want it as boring and as businesslike as possible. Buzzy Cohen did the Jeopardy championship. He did a very good job as a former contestant. And then finally, recently, David Faber. I didn't know who this person was. He hosts Squawk on the Street. He did a really good job as well. As far as I don't have a ranking, I don't have a top 5, but those of like the dozen or so that have done it, I think those are my top picks. If Mike Richards ends up getting it, I won't be heartbroken. Like I said, he's got a good cadence, and apparently that's what I'm looking for. But if I had to choose from these 7, I might lean towards Maya Bialik. That might be my pick.
That would be my vote. I like that.
So funny. Okay. So she's my number 1 too. So my top 5 is Maya.
Best friends.
Yay! Buzzy, just because I think Buzzy has such good flair and he's so cool and smart. So Buzzy Cohen, Anderson Cooper, I loved as well. Ken Jennings, I feel like I have to put him up there because he's Ken Jennings. And then I had a tie between LeVar Burton and Robin Roberts because I love both of them too. So again, I won't be devastated with Mike Richards either. But you know, I like a little bit more pizzazz, just a smidge of pizzazz in my host.
I love LeVar Burton. Just reading Rainbow and Star Trek, and he was on Community, but his cadence wasn't there for me.
Not for you.
And every now and then he'd get the question correct. He'd be like, "That's correct," and it was too big. I want my Jeopardy. Here. I don't want my Jeopardy up here.
So wait,
you want your personality
And for Jeopardy, I want it's a very respectful proceeding.
You're like, good job. That's correct. On to the next question. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, I don't need.
So wait, Gordon, you're not watching.
Poll.
Yeah.
I was going to say, just internal poll. Just raise your hand if you would actually be on Jeopardy.
Try to be on Jeopardy or succeed at being on Jeopardy.
I'd do it. I'd do it.
I would try for sure.
No.
Yeah.
If the categories were like musical theater, St. Louis Cardinals baseball, Xfinity gaming, then maybe I'd have a shot. But the second it's like quantum mechanics, I'd be like, "Hi guys."
Yeah. I'm auditioning for the show that Gordon's on. That's the one I'm auditioning for. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it depends what I'm trying to get out of it. Do I want to make an idiot of myself? Then I'm on, right? If I want to really answer anything, I need to go on Gordon's show.
There you go.
I feel like there's a big
Jeopardy categories.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Audrey.
Go ahead, Rose. No, go.
I was gonna say, when I watch the show, when I do watch, I feel like out of all the answers or questions, the format, I only get 1 right. And really all you need is 1 sometimes, right? And just win big. And write down I would waste all this money. I haven't watched it in a long time then.
It's the one with the big wheel that they spin.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you have to write the money? You have to write down
the money. Yes. Final Jeopardy. It is called.
The amount of money you would wager, right?
Yes, in Final Jeopardy. Correct.
But you have to win that money to bet that money.
Correct.
Oh, I'm going to bet on credit.
Can I bring my own money?
1 million. I'm betting $1 million.
Our final Jeopardy category is TikTok dances. We're like, I
got it. Kill it on that.
Rose would win.
Oh my God. But just talking about good hosts, they make it, regardless if they have big personalities or small personalities, when you're watching, they make it look so easy and effortless. Like, I'm hosting right now and I'm sweating profusely. There's so much going on in my brain. I'm constantly thinking about what's happening and making sure the words out of my mouth not only make sense, but aren't curse words. So I can tell you right now, it's not.
But you're doing great. I haven't heard a single curse word, so you're doing
great. So far, so good.
So far.
But
keep it up.
This is also...
Let us know. Let us know if you need a bathroom break. We're here. We'll do whatever we have to. It can entertain everyone.
All right. I will. But this is also a good segue as to even why I'm hosting this week. It's because it's Kids Week. The mega collection that everybody should be paying attention to this week is Kids Week. Starting today through August 16th, Xfinity customers can access free kids content all week long on X1, Flex, and Xfinity Stream. And we've got our friendly faces of Kids Week, ranging from Mickey Mouse to SpongeBob SquarePants. Wait, by the way, SpongeBob SquarePants, I need to get my guy's skincare routine because this dude has been on for more than 20 years, okay? No lie. I love like lotions and potions. I need my guy's skincare. So anyways, there are new fun series like Mickey Mouse Funhouse from Disney Junior, The Patrick Star Show from Nickelodeon, and Gabby's Dollhouse on Netflix. You can get full access to networks that include Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, Nick Jr., Disney Junior, and so much more. You also get access to popular shows from Netflix like Jurassic Park, Camp Cretaceous, Fast and Furious Spy Racers, and Sesame Street on HBO Max. Okay, let's pause on Sesame Street. Come on. Sesame Street is a part of everyone's childhood, I feel like. I mean, for me, this is what I remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
11, 12.
Exactly.
That wasn't planned either.
It is part of everyone's childhood, as you can see, Gordon.
Well, you're asking about SpongeBob skincare. He's literally a sponge. There's got to be some kind of like self-exfoliation going on, right?
I mean,
he
yeah,
just takes his hand and does this,
rubbing up against some coral.
Or he just uses a lot of product because he just sucks it all in. Really,
right?
Such an expensive skincare routine he would have.
Exactly.
We're talking about so many things today. We're just talking. We're talking about so much stuff.
On the gamut.
It's great.
No, but that's a really good point because it like just because Kids Week has the word kids in it doesn't mean it's just for kids. Like there's something for the entire family to enjoy. There's the highly anticipated Disney Channel original movie called Spin, premieres this Friday during Kids Week, and all 8 Harry Potter movies. Like Potterheads, this one's for you. I'm in Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff represent. Just had to say that. So anyways, no matter if you're 2 or 92, there's something for everyone. And you just say Kids Week into your X1 voice remote, right? And Liz, I know that there's some fun multicultural and Black Experience Channel shows on Xfinity, right? And you're here to talk about Latino. Can you tell us more?
I am. Thanks. So yes, Rose, we're all as excited as you about Kids Week this year. Within the collection, we do have some really great collections from our Black Experience editor, as well as our Latino editor. So I'm here to talk about Semana Infantil, which is Kids Week in Espanol. So we have tons of great and free movies and TV series. So Rose, you mentioned things like Disney. Well, we have Disney in Espanol. We have Nickelodeon in Espanol. We have Universal Kids in Espanol. And we have the collections around their favorite characters, free movies and shows we mentioned, educational programming, as well as what I love the most is a collection around representation. So it's called Representación Latina. So within this collection, you will see English and Spanish programming for the kids and great titles like Los Vecinos Green, Bob Esponja, so talking about SpongeBob in Espanol, and Horacio el Inuit, which is a newer show this year. So all really great stuff. Same voice command. So say Kids Week into your remote. And you can find our Latino collection and Black Experience collection within that same place. So excited this year. Yeah. Yes. I mean, it is, you mentioned that, Rose, that it's so awesome and it's for all ages. So we're excited about Kids Week over here. So I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I know. I feel like all of us are actually parents on this show. And I know that Kids Week is going to look different on everyone's TV. So, I mean, Gordon, I'm looking at you. What's your Kids Week going to look like at home?
Well, one of the cool things about this group is we're all parents and we all have a wide variety of ages of youngsters. My daughter is going to be turning a year old in a couple of weeks, which is mind blowing. It feels like she just got here. And her favorite thing, and okay, here's the thing. we were the parents that were like, when we have a child, she will never watch television. That didn't happen. I always say it's easy to be a parent from your couch, which we were very good at back then. So we found out there's an app called Little Baby Bum that she loves, to the point that if you pick up the voice remote, she kind of like, what you doing? And if you say Little Baby Bum, she gets all excited. So we've taught her that. And it's all kinds of like really fun, like nursery rhyme songs and like counting games and things like that. She just loves it. And the funny thing is I'll be like washing the dishes and like the wheels on the bus will be stuck in my head. I'll just be humming it to myself. So we've yet to graduate to some of like I think Audrey had a good recommendation, which I do want to hear about. But for right now, it's all wheels on the buses. It's all 10 in a bed. It's all monkeys jumping on the bed. All that kind of fun stuff. So Little Baby Bum, check it out. Voice command, Little Baby Bum.
Audrey, what's your kids week gonna look like?
So like Gordon mentioned, all parents here, my daughter will be 3 next week. So 2 August birthdays. So we love Bluey in our house. And that's what I recommended to Gordon when his daughter gets a little bit older. Bluey, right? The best. Like, I think if I wouldn't know about it if I didn't have a kid probably, but like now knowing about it, like I would watch it without her because it's so cute. It's this dog family from Australia and the music is wonderful and the messages are so wonderful and it's just really great. And there's a specific episode called Sleepy Time that honestly will make you cry with how touching it is. The music is just really like beautiful. It's like an orchestra and these cute little like dogs are just like floating in space and they're snuggling with their dog mom and dad. And it's just really, really the best. So Sleepy Time, Bluey, the best.
Right,
I can get behind that. Yeah, I can get behind that. Because like, you know how kids shows, sometimes there's multiple layers. It's for the preschool to 6 to 11-year-olds, but then there's like these hidden inside jokes for the adults that are watching. I feel like Bluey really hits it. And I can't remember the name of the episode that I was watching, but it did have to do with sleep. And it was like how parents don't get enough of it because the kids are always out. And I laughed out loud. And like, admittedly, I was watching this by myself.
Yes.
But it was so funny.
Good.
I'm like, oh my God, I totally remember like my son who's 11 would just wake up in the middle of the night and like, I need some water and I need this and all this stuff. Anyways, but I can totally get behind a Bluey.
Yes.
Liz,
Bluey.
I know your kids are older. What's your kids' week like?
They're a lot older. And I'll tell you that when they were younger, I feel like I would have loved that. I feel like I'm missing out. I missed out on the apps, right? I could have used a couple of apps. I also missed out on Bluey. Like what? I mean, we had great things like Barney and Clifford, the big red dog, right? Like and Sesame Street. That's always a classic. But in my house now, my youngest will be 13 in a couple of weeks. So talking about August birthdays, Audrey, I have 2 as well in the span of like 2-3 days. Yeah. So I've got one who will be 13, August 27th. My 17-year-old's birthday was in June. And then I have my oldest who will be 21 on August 30th. So it looks a little different over here, right? Instead of Bluey and instead of, Sesame Street, we're watching things like Big Brother, Love Island.
So good.
I mean, all really great stuff that admittedly I might watch without them too. So it's, it's just a good time over here. So I do miss it though. I'll be honest with you. I do miss having them so young when they were younger. I love that. I missed it, but we're on to co-viewing things like Love Island. And fun fact, my oldest may I can't confirm. She might be watching and she'll kill me. But I think she may have auditioned for Love Island.
Stop.
So listen, if you're out there,
it sounds like you're confirming.
How do you feel about that?
Hey, let me know. Call her. She'd be great for this show.
It sounds like you're confirming.
Amazing. What a great mom.
Right?
So supportive.
So supportive.
I mean, listen, she's 21. Think of the things you did at 21. I mean, you want to be on a TV show? Great. I don't even know. I mean, I'm not going to stop her. She's awesome. She'll be awesome on that show.
Okay.
What are
money.
you going to do?
I know. Get that shmoney, honey.
Hey.
I know. After hours, I feel like I want to go to your house and then do a grown-up kids week there and watch.
Yeah, we eat pizza and watch grown-up TV.
Yeah, it's like the family portion of Kids and Family.
Yes,
Exactly.
I like that. But I mean, speaking of which, you guys are really throwing some stuff. You guys are setting me up. I love you guys. Let's talk about what we're watching, right? Let's hit it. All right, so what we're watching, as I mentioned, I'm going to go to Liz's house for this part, but I'll go first. So here's what I'm watching these days. And I feel like we haven't talked about this in a while. So I'm glad we're doing this. Hacks.
Yeah.
Jean Smart is having an HBO moment, and I'm really, really into it. I'm here for it. I loved her in The Watchmen. I thought she was brilliant as Kate Winslet's mom in Mayor of Easttown. Like, I loved that show. I mean, I cried like the last 30 minutes of the last season. Like, not because it's a bad thing, but that's how much it drew me in. It was so good. And now she's holding her own on her own show as a veteran stand-up comic who's trying to remain relevant. Highly recommend if you are into Jean Smart like I am right now. There's also a couple of reality shows that I have on rotation. I'm following up on Love is Blind After the Altar. You guys, it's a quick binge. It's like 3 episodes. The recap is drama-filled. You find out about my girl Giannina. Samesies. Okay, had to do that. The drama with Barnett and his wifey. And like the couples that I was rooting for, you get to find out about them too. I'm trying not to give any spoilers, but really trying to get people to watch it. And then
there's a crossover. Wait, you have to mention the like reality TV crossover. Did you not get to Damien yet?
What do you mean?
Oh
What's
my
his
God,
crossover?
What is his crossover? No. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I didn't realize she was on another show.
Yes.
She was. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So for anyone that loves like a reality dating show, there's a great crossover moment with a contestant from another show that we may have talked about earlier. So
let me just say, Damien,
watch.
Boy,
what are you doing?
My girl, like, come on. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
What's happening? You have to watch to figure out what we're talking about. The next one is, and I know I'm late on this, you guys. Selling Sunset. I just caught up on the Chrishell Justin Hartley breakup. Oh my God, that was heart-wrenching. However, did you see who she's dating now?
I sure did. I saw pictures of them on the yacht, snuggling, canoodling.
Even know what that's about. I mean,
they look very happy.
They do, but don't dip your pen in the company ink. That's all I'm saying.
And they're like on a jet with Mary, who he also dated for a long time and shares a dog with. So it's like a little too close to home, but you do you, Chrishell.
If it works for them, whatever. Who am I?
Yeah.
But I just, again, whatever.
Gordon, are we boring you?
I know.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Now it's my turn. This isn't a book. This is a Star's notebook.
It's your pretend book.
You'll like this one. You'll like this one, I promise.
Bit, though. It worked for the bit.
Sure did.
But wait, Gordon, you'll like this one. The show, the movies that made us on Netflix.
I do like that one.
Yes. It talks about iconic movies, like all of the behind the scenes information on how they were made. Like, I love it's like a full show of fun facts about all of these amazing movies. Like, can you imagine Eric Stoltz as Marty McFly in Back to the Future? No. Did you know that freaking Dan Aykroyd wrote about like his family business? He has like ties to the paranormal. Like, that's a fun fact. And Die Hard started filming without an ending. Like, they didn't even know how it was going to end. Like, all that fun stuff about all these amazing movies, they're in this series, and that's what I'm watching.
It's like the food that built America, but like movies form, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys both love that show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not
wow.
a reenactment, but
yeah. Fun facts.
Yeah. a bunch of fun facts. I mean, did we get you back, Gordon? Like, what are you watching?
What am I watching? Well, I'll tell you. When the awful virus ruined all of our lives and they sent us home, and then they started putting first-run movies into our homes, I got so excited because I love going to the theater, but I hate somebody behind me talking or some kind of distraction. So the idea of a first-run movie in my home has always been very appealing. So now that HBO Max has done that, and they've been releasing their movies to watch in the home as well as in the theater. The Suicide Squad came out last Friday. It's based on the DC comic. Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, John Cena. Checked it out last Thursday night. It launched Thursday at 7. It's pretty good. It's really good, actually. It's not a remake, and it's not a direct sequel, even though some of the same characters were in the previous one. It's just like a really fun, solid action flick. It is. I will say this: it earns its rating. It is gory. So if you do not like, if you're going there expecting like an Avengers-esque thing, this isn't quite it. It's a little darker. There's a significant amount of gore. So take that into account if you decide to check this out. Next up, I got to call out Holy Moly again. My favorite summer show. Just the ridiculous mini golf. It's such a blast to watch. One of those shows, and I don't just. Here's the thing. So there's one thing that's like run across a big ear of corn, and the corn has airbags that explode and try to knock you off into the water. And I don't just watch it being like, haha, that guy fell in the water. I watch it like, how would I do it? I feel like I'd run 3/4 of the way and maybe dive. And could the air, if I'm in the air, could the airbag not? I don't think it could. So I watch it on several different levels, much like how I watch Jeopardy. Holy Moly, ABC, Thursday.
Also,
love it so much.
Whose job is coming up with like a rotating ear of corn to like bust people out into the air? Like, what a fun job coming up with this.
I got to tell you, in my Survivor days, there's a guy named John Kerhofer who's been with them for 20 years and does every one of their challenges. It's the best job there possibly is. You just get different puzzles and different games and play them. And like, could this thing knock somebody in the water? And like that guy's got the dream job. So if this doesn't work out, I'm going to go work for Holy Moly. I'm going to be one of the people manning the ear of corn airbags to knock somebody in the water. Next up, Rick and Morty is about to wrap up its season, and that's not for everybody. This show, but it's just great sci-fi humor, some toilet humor, but overall it's a lot of fun. Again, that one gets a warning, just like the Suicide Squad gets a warning. It's not for everybody. Maybe check out a trailer before you jump in. And then finally, AEW Dynamite. This summer, now that people are finally getting to go back to shows, wrestling is getting their audience back, and it really is, the secret sauce to professional wrestling is a live reaction to what's going on. And with WWE heading into SummerSlam, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, there's going to be a lot of good things there. AEW is launching a new show this Friday called AEW Rampage. It seems like the whole industry is heating up. Not only that, the hot rumor is that AEW is going to sign quite a few big name free agents formerly from WWE. So that's something else to keep an eye on. Wrestling is at its best when there's some kind of competition. And it seems like WWE finally has some competition. So that's what I'm watching.
Okay.
Wow.
So fun.
I'm taking notes.
Right?
I know.
Right?
I'm pretending I know what you're talking about with WWE.
You're like,
but
Yeah, like literally all of them. I haven't seen any of them.
If you get bored, just pick up a book and start coming through it.
Yeah.
No, but Gordon, you're passionate about that, and I'll give it a shot. I mean, remember we went to that like AEW, and that was fun.
Rose went to a Dynamite taping, and she loved it. She was doing all the chants. She was doing.
Get into it.
Rose, I've always said if I could bottle your enthusiasm and sell it, I'd be a rich man.
It's true.
I love a
Very
shared
true.
experience. I love a shared experience.
You're like human caffeine.
Yeah.
Liz, you're up.
Well, listen, I'm taking notes. I'm going to watch the movies that made us. Rose's recommendation, Gordon, I'm probably going to try to watch Holy Moly. Like, I think that could be a whole lot of fun. But here's what we're watching at home. And when I say we, I mean me, just me, because the kids are watching whatever else they want. 2 of these shows already wrapped up, and I watched them while they were happening. And I got to be honest with you, There's only one show that I'm watching, Married at First Sight, that is live and still airing. And I don't like it as much, right? Because I just want to continue I want to binge watch these, right? I don't want to wait till next week. Come on, guys. When you got me in front of the TV, I just want to keep going until I pass out, basically.
Now that is a TV fan.
Yeah, when I go back to the show and it's like on episode 6 and I'm like, I don't remember 4 of those episodes, so I have to rewatch it. But
if I don't wake up and Netflix doesn't have that warning, are you okay? Do we need to send somebody to your home?
You failed, Netflix. Okay. Come on. So speaking of Netflix, I'll start with them. So Glow Up. I love reality TV, but I really love reality TV that is sort of like a competition and people are creative, right? So love Glow Up. Watched the first season. And so this season was just as fun, where people get to, they have a competition where each week they're asked to do something different in terms of makeup. So a different theme. And so this particular show is not necessarily about gory makeup, like if you remember Face Off on FX. I loved that show too.
That was a great show.
Yeah,
me too. Bring that back. But it's very similar to that, except it's more of like beauty, and they do bring in some additional challenges, but I love that show. Also, what wrapped up was Making the Cut, which is on Prime, and I love that show as well. So Heidi Klum doing a really great job with, with all of their contestants, and they get to like actually make designer clothes every week, and the winners would have their designs sold online on Amazon Prime. So it was really cool. I may have cheated and like looked ahead to see what I could buy on Amazon Prime. But that was really fun. And I love when people win that I kind of was rooting for them for the very beginning. So loved both of these finales, and I won't ruin them for you. Watching currently now Married at First Sight, and gosh, we're on season 3 now, and I didn't watch the first season, but watched the second season, and I'm totally invested because second season, there was Jamie and Beth, and my name is Liz, and my husband's name is Jamie, and that was a big joke at our house, right? So it was pretty funny. We watched that during quarantine, and it was a whole lot of fun. So this season, I mean, I have favorites already, like Bao and Johnny. Are you guys watching? Anybody watching Married at First Sight?
Not.
No.
Bao and Johnny, really great. So the premise is these people put all of their trust and faith into these experts who, after filling out, I'm assuming some crazy questionnaires, they match them up based on science and what they believe is compatible. And so they don't even get to meet or speak to each other until their wedding day. So they see each other for the very first time as they're coming down the aisle. It is insane. And yet it works. Like, it's so crazy when you start to see the journey of these couples going through. And I referenced Jamie and Beth. They're still married. So it is a whole lot of fun. And so this year I already have my favorites. So if you're watching, or if you go to watch, check out Bao and Johnny. They're a really great couple. I feel like they will definitely make it. And Michaela and Zach, for some reason, I kind of like very much too. So I won't give any of it away, but definitely check it out and let me know. I'd be so interested to hear if you guys watch this. I mean, I find it so interesting, especially because it's very similar to like an arranged marriage, right? Where you don't, although you get to meet each other before the wedding. I mean, these people are literally putting their entire futures on the line and saying, yeah, I'm just going to trust you. I'll marry whoever you say I should marry. And then, obviously at the end of this, they have the option of getting divorced. So I just find it interesting. I love it.
But there's never been someone that's like gotten to the end of the aisle and be like, nope, not for me. Like they all say yes and they all go through with the wedding.
They
have to.
They
have to.
Okay. It is a part of the show, so they have to, and I'll get this wrong, but I can make it up, and you guys can fact check me later. But I think they have to live with each other for a determined amount of time, so for a couple of months, and after that, then they get to decide. They sit the couples down and they say, "Are you going to stay married, or are you going to split up?" So they have to give it the real effort for that amount of time. I'm going to say like 6 months, but whatever that amount of time is, they have to give it a true effort. And they even make them move in together. It's really interesting. It's a really great show.
So
that's
everyone
really
has
impressive.
To swipe right.
Yeah, because on Holy Moly, you can get up to the big ear of corn and be like, nope, not gonna do it.
I was like, where's he going with this?
Where's this? I know. Where are you going?
Married
with
at
this,
First
Gordon?
Sight must have much better contracts than.
Can you imagine you haven't seen this person and you come down the aisle and
No,
they're ugly? Like,
Yeah.
or I don't know.
Oh.
just not your
I
type.
know.
Like maybe not ugly, but
Yeah.
like, you know.
Love is
Well,
blind.
wouldn't be
thank
your
you.
first choice
Thank you.
in
Yes,
a lineup.
totally not my type. But I think that's why this works and why they trust it is that they really do listen to what they're looking for. So
All right.
we'll see.
Okay.
And then
I'm invested.
also, wait, I should probably watch it though, because then are there families there like watching this wedding
Yes.
and they're like, who's this person? And is anyone's family
Yes.
like, I'm not going, like this is crazy. Why are you doing this?
Yes.
Oh, see, I'm in it for the
absolutely.
family
And then-
drama. Yeah.
And they won't show up, right? So Val and Johnny, it happened this season where Johnny's dad was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not doing this. And you shouldn't either. And you don't have my blessing. So yeah, he had other
Papa
family
Johnny.
members there. I know.
No.
I know. It's good stuff.
Audrey, you like a lot of family drama?
I do. I like reality.
You do?
I like family drama. I like I watch Making the Cut as well. And holy crap,
Is that on
the
your
set
list?
design on Making the Cut was insane this season. Like they must have spent
Love it.
so much money on those sets. They were beautiful. And the grand prize for Making the Cut is $1 million. Like a lot of these shows are like $10,000, maybe $100,000. It's $1 million on Making the Cut. It's
Just for this
crazy.
season?
Yes.
Maybe last season, yeah. I don't know if last season was $1 million too, but this season is $1 million. And like that is so much money.
Gosh.
That is a lot of money.
Is Making the Cut on your list of what you're watching, Audrey? Can tell us
I don't
what
think
you're
so.
watching.
Where's my list? Oh my God, guys, it is. Look. So yeah,
Best friends.
Surprise!
surprise. I'm also watching Making the Cut. Yeah. So as Liz mentioned, that finale, and we're not going to spoil it, but like I said, the sets are insane. It's all outdoors because I'm assuming that they filmed during COVID and there are some there's mask wearing. So that's definitely what happened. But there's like a circus set up and there's, oh my God, what other ones? Just like crazy outdoor runways that again, they must have spent like $1 gajillion. So I don't know how they're giving away $1 million.
water.
Yeah.
The runway, the one that
Crazy.
was over water, like they're walking on water, literally. Yeah, it was
Where
so cool.
are
So
they
cool.
filming this? Is this in LA? Is this like where in the world?
Malibu, I want to say maybe. It's outside of LA,
Yeah, I don't
in
know.
California. Santa Barbara, something. Pasadena, somewhere. One of those places. But yeah, and my favorite thing is Scott, our other editor, interviewed Heidi and Tim for Making the Cut for a hangout. And my first question was like, please tell me they are the same as they are on TV because they are just so great together and adorable. And he said they 100% are. Like before they started filming, they weren't even like on camera and they're the exact same people and they love each other and it makes me so happy. So anyway, that's Making the Cut. Everyone I think also knows Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's been around forever, but this season with the addition of Kathy Hilton of Hilton Hotel fame and Paris and Nikki Hilton fame is on, and she is so hilarious, guys. Like you would expect her to be like very fancy, and I guess she is in some ways, but she's the most dressed down. Like she'll show up in like, you know, a button-up shirt and like jeans and slippers, and everyone's in like ball gowns, and she's like, this is what I wear during the day. Like just doesn't care about pleasing anybody. She like very much like is, I can't think of what anything's called today. Like walking to the beat of her own drum. Is that something people say? Yeah, she just like does her own thing. There's something with the beat of a drum and she does her own. So Kathy Hilton is like a wonderful addition to this franchise. So if you stopped watching Beverly Hills for some reason, you should come back and start watching Kathy Hilton. And then White Lotus on HBO Max. I don't know if anyone else is watching this, but it's amazing.
No.
Connie Britton is in it. And a whole slew of other people. They go to this fancy resort in Hawaii. Some people are on their honeymoon. Some people are on a family vacation. And everyone's screwed up lives kind of like intersect and convene. And it is very entertaining. It's like a little slow, which I actually like in a show. And it's more about the characters than like a really happen in story. But the character development is really great, and it's a really, really cool show. And I've been seeing everywhere that it's like the best show this year. So
I know.
we
I've
definitely
been
watch
seeing
White
it on
Lotus.
TikTok. Like,
well, of
little
course
clips
you
here
have.
and there. I know. It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
If TikTok says it.
I know.
Cool.
And
I
then
do
Dr. Death.
some research. I do some research.
Yes, it's very practical research on TikTok. I'm sure there's great things there. I should give it a try. And then Dr. Death on Peacock. We've talked about this before, but this is the real story of a doctor who like maimed and killed patients after routine surgeries. It started as a podcast, and now it's a Peacock original. And then this is the dramatized version of it, obviously, with Joshua Jackson and Christian Slater and Alec Baldwin. And then there's a companion series that they released just after this. That's Dr. Death, the Undoctored Story, which is like with the real patients who encountered this doctor. So more of like a docuseries or something you would see on kind of like a Dateline. So really interesting to see like the dramatized version and then meet like the real version of those people. So both Dr. Deaths on Peacock are awesome. Very
You're
interesting.
really into true crime, right? There's
I am.
like a lot of editors that are into true crime. I'm interested in it, but it scares it just scares me. It scares me that like real people like that exist. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, they do. And it is scary. But yes, I do like the true crime. I listen. Go ahead.
You could be married at first sight to somebody like that.
That's
So
true.
true.
That's true.
So true.
Psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
the point is, there's
Full
so much
circle.
to watch. So much to watch, guys.
There is a lot to watch, and I'm gonna actually switch gears here and talk about another Kids Week thing that you guys should watch. So switching gears, Spin. I talked about this earlier. Is a Disney Channel original movie about family and music. Think aspiring DJ, about finding and staying true to yourself. We have a trailer, and I was able to talk to the cast during a hangout. So let's show it.
Who is that?
I've never seen you smile like that before. That's Max. He's a DJ. He's probably way too cool for me. Teach me how to spin.
You want to be a DJ?
So it's a date.
Ready, set, go. We don't stop until we're done. Take your places on the floor. Start in 3, 2, 1.
It's really amazing how you're picking all this up. You could be great.
So you're a musician?
No. It's just a hobby.
It's not DJ contest.
We entered for you. I loved making that song with Max, but what if there's no more music in me?
Your mother always said
It's all music.
she didn't run out of music, and neither will you.
The one thing that really I caught on in this movie that food plays a really, I mean, it plays a small role, but to me, it played a big role in this movie. Like there was one storyline. So, right? So Anna, in the movie, there's a fun storyline where you're trying to make a drone that delivers pizza. I'm like, yes, I'm all for it. I'm here for it. And I always have a weird pizza topping request. So I wanted to ask you, do you have any weird go-to pizza toppings?
Oh, weird go-to. Honestly, I would say like my favorite if I'm like making a personalized pizza, I guess some people are like, what is this combination? It's just like normal cheese, pepperoni, mushroom, spinach, which is kind of a weird one, but it's necessary, and like green pepper. It's a good combination. Got everything in there. But I'm a very avid, like, no pineapple on pizza, which I know is a very controversial topic and people get very heated about this. But pineapple, first of all, I'm allergic, but second, it just does not belong. I'm making a bold statement. We're talking pizza toppings, no to pineapple for sure.
Michael's shaking his head no. What's up? What's up with the pineapple?
I'm on the other end. Pineapple is so good on pizza. It was made for it.
Not.
I know. It's so
not.
good.
We've had this discussion before, and
it's not.
No, you don't want to start this right now. We could be talking about this for the whole
never
time.
end. Yeah.
But what you have to answer. They said that they don't do pineapple. Are you on my team?
I have to say yes, Michael. I am on your team. It's so good.
Avanti, we're good.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
No, don't
Thank you so much.
So that was the big pizza debate and why we topped off the show with a pizza on pineapple on pizza poll. We were talking about it because there is a fun food element in the movie Spin. And folks who are still with us from the beginning, here it is. This is where the pineapple on pizza debate comes from. Audiences at home, get ready because grab your X1 remote. For this one, Twitter, you can say hashtag pineapple yay or hashtag pineapple no way. My vote now is pineapple on pizza. I am for it. And there's actually Gordon who, can you give what's your thought?
Right. Two things. First of all, is it too late to have a hashtag that's pineapple? Because that's how I feel about pineapple on pizza. Look, I love pineapple. I love pizza. You put them together, I don't love it. Okay. So, and here's the thing. My philosophy of life is, hey man, consenting adults, like what you want, as long as everybody's on the same page, I don't care. Do what you want to do as long as no one's getting hurt. That's how I feel. And far be it for me to insult members of the What to Watch Live community, but if you like pineapple on pizza, you're wrong. You're wrong. And I come from my marriage. My wife loves pineapple on pizza. Pineapple and jalapenos together. I like jalapenos. Here's the thing. I like all these things, just not together. So do you, but know that I'm judging you. Just leave it at that. Okay?
Yeah.
Like I like a cocktail with pineapple and jalapenos, so maybe it would be good on a pizza. Like I want to drink that.
No.
Like I am for pineapple on pizza. It's amazing. It just enhances the flavor even more, opens up your taste buds. It's so fantastic. Gordon obviously is no, but there are actually two editors who have never had pineapple on pizza, and we're going to have a real live taste test. Hopefully we can change your minds if you said no way. Oh my God, hold on. Before we get into the taste test, but get your pizzas ready. In the beginning of the show, it was like 60% for pineapple yay. Gordon, WTH, like now pineapple no way is like 55%. No, we got it.
Oh, everyone's scared.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm with Gordon on this. Like, I've never tried it. So, like, I feel like I've got to try it at least once, but it just doesn't sound appealing to me, right? For the same reason. I love pineapple, nice and sweet. I don't know. And I love pizza. This is major, guys. I need you to listen up. I cannot promise I won't throw up on this show. Like, I am really scared right now. So, but I'm going to do this for you guys.
Okay, let's do it.
Liz,
I know. I'm also scared though. Wait, guys, I have a little baby one too.
Let's do it, Audrey.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. What are your thoughts? What are these faces you're making? What's happening? Walk us through it. Walk us through it. It's delicious, right? It's amazing.
So it's cold, first of all.
Yeah.
Don't let that be a factor.
Well, don't hold that against it.
Be a factor.
But it kind of is, though, Rose. Like, I like my food warm. So that's kind of hard for me. And I'm not tasting enough ham. Here's the deal. I'm not going to throw up, right? So that's a good thing. I know. I don't hate it. But am I ordering another Hawaiian pizza ever in my life? No, unless Rose is coming over. But I don't know that I'll ever eat it again.
So Liz, what you're saying is pineapple no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the pineapple no way. But if I'm starving and this is the only food that I have to eat for the rest of my life, I'm all about it. This is what I'm eating.
Audrey, what are your thoughts?
I feel like I need another piece. So I've never had it because I'm a vegetarian and I feel like it's always like ham and pineapple or like bacon and pineapple. So it was just never an option that I thought about. So I like made myself a homemade pineapple one from pizza I had downstairs and pineapple that I had in my fridge. So it's weird. It just doesn't feel like it goes together. Like I like both tastes that are happening in my mouth, but they feel like separate
Folks
foods.
at home, cover your ear. Pineapple.
And I don't know how else to explain it because I like fruit and cheese. Like a watermelon and feta salad is like my favorite thing. I also love like a gorgonzola and peach pizza with like balsamic drizzle is amazing, but with no sauce. So I think maybe the sauce is throwing me. I don't know.
Is it possible Audrey, is it possible to make ham out of chickpeas? That might be our solution.
So, I don't know about that, but you can make bacon out of coconut. Like you dehydrate coconut shavings. Yeah. And then you like flavor it with like
it.
You're making stuff up.
I mean, I don't know what it tastes like, but no, you can. It's delicious.
Coconut bacon, no way. But don't let
Gordon,
Gordon
have
know
you
what is it?
Gordon, have you tasted
Wait, did you just say pineapple is good? The pineapple on pizza is good?
Me?
Yeah.
No, we're both out. No.
Come on, you guys.
Pineapple,
I don't
no way.
hate it.
No way.
Yeah, it's
No
not
way.
as here's what I'm gonna give you for real. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. It's not as gross as I thought it was gonna be. 100% honest. But it's not gonna ever be my go-to.
Agree. I'll agree with that exact statement.
Yeah.
All right.
No
Folks at home,
Sorry,
but
guys.
I will on me. How could you? It's 52%.
Pretty close.
How could
But
you?
the good
How
news
could you?
is, wait, Rose, let's just look at the bright side of things and that people love pizza in general, right? Everyone is very happy to vote about this. And even if they don't like the pineapple pizza, they like pizza. And the great news about that is we have a collection called Pizza Stuff. So you just say pizza stuff into your remote and you get taken to this beautiful site. So basically, we broke out the ingredients of pizza being dough and sauce and cheese. So there's like shows that are extra cheesy, like Gilmore Girls and Virgin River. Shows that are extra saucy, like, 90 Day Fiance or FBoy Island. And like all about that dough. So like competition shows where you can win money. So if you never thought about pizza that way, now you can. There's also tons of other things there. Movies like Mystic Pizza, and then obviously you can see this beautiful row of like Cowabunga Ninja Turtles, because who doesn't think of the Ninja Turtles when they think of pizza? So there's so much more, but if you love pizza, regardless of whether or not it has pineapple on it, just use your voice remote to say pizza stuff to check it out.
I love that.
Man, the TV team loves their puns.
I know.
Love
I love it.
Love a pun. I know,
Who
Liz, I'm
knew
going to keep
that,
eating
like,
mine
TV
too.
and pizza? Who knew that? Like,
I'm
TV
just
and
really
pizza
hungry.
would do something?
Yeah.
So hungry. So hungry. I know.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you, Audrey. I'm
Yeah.
still a little bitter to the folks at home who turned on me, but we're nearing the end of this crazy ride here. And we're going to go with Gordon, who's going to set you up for the rest of the week to plan ahead.
Thanks, Rose. All right, let's get this party underway with some premieres. Starting off tomorrow night, we have the eagerly anticipated launch of Marvel's What If on Disney+. Now, this is an animated series that asks such questions as, what if Yondu had retrieved T'Challa instead of Peter Quill? What if Peggy Carter had taken the super soldier serum that was meant for Steve Rogers? What if Warmonger had saved Tony Stark from the Stark Industries missiles in the very first Iron Man? Very nerdy, but also very cool. And a lot of the actors from the MCU have lent their voices to this project. Seriously, I cannot wait. Then, in some sad news, on Thursday night, America's favorite police precinct is gearing up for their last ride. Yes, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is starting up its 8th and final season with all your favorites, Peralta, Holt, Santiago, Diaz, Jeffords, Boyle, Hitchcock and Scully. Sorry. I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional. Sorry. Be professional. Yeah, that's Brooklyn Nine-Nine this Thursday night on NBC. And here's something I've been looking forward to for quite a while. Heels is making its debut on Starz this Sunday. Stephen Amell and Alexander Ludwig star in this story of a small-town professional wrestling organization and all the drama that takes place there. Think of it as like Friday Night Lights, but with like a lot more spandex. Those are your premieres. Let's take a look at some finales, shall we? Dave Season 2 comes to an end tomorrow night, and if you're not watching this FXX comedy, literally, what are you waiting for? It is low-key one of the funniest shows on television. Audrey and Landon got me into the show, and it is 5-star amazing. I love it. Next up, for all you fans of a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars The Bad Batch is finishing up its debut season on Friday on Disney+. Who knows what kind of trouble these Clone Rangers will get into in the finale, but one thing's for sure, they're going to be back for Season 2. And finally, all good things must come to an end, and so too must the week-long resort stay in HBO Max's The White Lotus. What a wild ride it's been. This show's crazy. Fun fact, writer and director Mike White competed on both The Amazing Race and Survivor. Fun. Anywho, this 6-episode miniseries has been a sleeper hit around the office, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. All right, Rose, that is all I've got. Back to you.
So thank you so much, Gordon. That's what he helped you with, how to plan ahead for premieres and finales. Fantastic. Now I'm going to help you plan ahead for Kids Week, which is why I'm hosting. So if you need recommendations on how to plan for Kids Week, get ready, because here we go. Folks at home and on Twitter, finish the lyric to find out my first Kids Week recommendation. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I love it. I heard you at home. We need to do karaoke sometime. I can't wait till we do that. You sound amazing. And when you're done having fun with SpongeBob and his BFF, Patrick, remember he has his own show called The Patrick Star Show. We're going to swing over to Disney Junior's newest Marvel installment, Spidey and his amazing friends. Let me get the web slinger. I mean, how cute is that? Okay, that's done. Or jump to the newest Mickey installment with Mickey Mouse Funhouse. Love it. And after that, I recommend watching Gabby's Dollhouse on Netflix for fun episodes and even more fun bonus content like lyric videos, music videos, craft activities, and so much more. Fun fact, say Gabby Cats into your X1 voice remote for a surprise message. Then, we talked about this earlier, start spinning on the ones and twos, and watch Spin this Friday on Disney Channel. And once you're done exploring, let's head over to Hollywood, shall we? Let's head over.
You didn't need those anymore, right?
Swish. With a swish and flick of a wand, watch how
is that a pocket?
correctly say,
is that a wand pocket?
Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa, and watch all 8 Harry Potter movies. Potterheads rejoice. New fans, here's your chance to watch all 8. And if you don't know and you don't watch and you're a muggle, well then, let me just say this to you. Monica! I'm just kidding. I would never do that to you. If you don't want to know anything that I'm talking about, that means you really have to watch. Okay? So, say Kids Week into your X1 voice remote. Those are my recommendations for Kids Week. And that's it. Final thoughts.
Woo! Wow! Bravo!
Well done.
Oh my gosh. I'm
amazing.
Final
Human
thoughts,
caffeine. How are we supposed to top that? Where do we go from there?
I know.
You know where we go from there? You order pineapple on pizza, and it's the best. That's my final thoughts. Bye!